We've been designing and perfecting what we do for nearly half a century. We transform your home into an oasis of sound. One of the ways we do this is by transforming our most elite speakers into something that installs directly into your wall. We were doing high-end in-wall speakers before the other guys even knew it was a thing. Sure, we make regular speakers too. Actually, some of the best in the world. Some of the largest in the world. Loudspeakers that dominate the field, with seemingly unlimited dynamics. But not everyone wants a giant speaker sitting in their living room. Most people just want beautiful, subtle, pristine nuances of music, without seeing its source. A few speaker companies out there want you to believe that you can get great sound out of a tiny speaker. The fact is, undistorted, realistic sound in a larger environment must be produced by a source big enough to move sound waves through air. It's just how it works. Unfortunately, we just can't change the laws of physics. Speaker drivers can't always be small, and cabinets can't always be tiny. Consider a piano. It's one of the most difficult instruments to mic correctly and authentically reproduce because its long strings create huge sound waves with incredibly dynamic ranges. Nothing short of the best mics and highest performing speakers can properly reproduce its sound. Actually, most instruments are this way. The laws of nature say to move a big sound wave, you have to have a big source. So what do? We build it big and then we hide it. Your wall has just enough room to place a properly tuned speaker cabinet inside. Again, other companies will eliminate the cabinet, but the cabinet is part of the magic of sound. Each cabinet is especially tuned to the speaker driver to faithfully reproduce the sound in the best possible way. Our drivers are made out of aluminum and damped with a proprietary technology to create a stiff, light, brilliant sounding speaker that simply has to be heard to be believed. Our silk tweeters produce a beautiful clarity that will awaken your senses to the subtlety of music. But we don't stop there. If you are a true lover of music and your ears demand the very best, we provide it. Our reference level speakers use the same cabinet, but we make a change in the crossover and then install our most elite drivers. These reference level drivers have a larger magnet and even greater voice coil excursion, providing more powerful dynamic reproduction of your music. Then we add a center phase plug to give it even greater detail in the higher frequencies. This, in connection with the most beautiful air motion tweeter you will ever hear, creates an audio experience of such detail and clarity you'll swear to yourself you're finally experiencing your music for the first time. In a home theater environment, these custom install speakers invisibly transform your room into a world of audio resolution so incredible you'll never want to leave. This is our claim to fame. It's what makes RBH Sound one of the best loudspeaker companies in the business. We produce the power, the subtlety, the imagery, the beauty of audiophile sound, and we make it disappear. Check out our entire line of in-wall audiophile products. The SI740 produces the sound comparable to our most exquisite bookshelf speaker. The SI760 takes it up a notch by providing greater dynamics for larger rooms or home theaters. The SI663 is specially designed for larger home theaters or in theaters where you just don't have the space for a center channel speaker. Check this out. You can wire the speaker as a left, center, right, or you can have just two speakers act as all three by wiring the tops to perform just like a SI760, and then have the bottom section serve as a dedicated center channel. The SI6100 provides the greatest dynamics for the largest home theaters and provides the best coverage for theaters with multi-tier seating. If you want the absolute best sound, check out our most elite in-wall speaker. Heads up, for this one you're going to need a slightly deeper wall, about 10 inches. Actually, building a baffle wall is pretty common for a dedicated home theater. You'll need this deeper space because the These 3 proprietary 8-inch mid-woof drivers, combined with the jaw-dropping, nuanced detail of the Aurum Cantus Aerostriction tweeter. It might sound cliche, but literally, you'll be left speechless. Combine this with any of our lineup of in-floor or in-ceiling dual 10-inch or single 12-inch subwoofers, and you'll experience the same awesome power of our award-winning reference tower speakers, the RBH SVTR. The raw performance of a 7.5-foot tower without ever seeing a thing. RBH Sound. We are quite literally redefining the way you experience sound.